Okay, students. So today I will be briefing you about polynomials. So this is the first chapter which has started in your school. So already in 9th standard we would have studied about the degree of a polynomial. So I hope you understand that what do you mean by degree of a polynomial. So degree is nothing but the highest power of x. So for example, if you have x plus 7, what is the power of x here? 1. So it becomes, so the degree becomes 1 here. What is the highest power of x here? Here the power of x is 2. Here the power of x is 1. So here the degree will become 2. And in this question, what is the highest power of x? The highest power of x is 3. So here the degree will become 3. So if the degree is 1, then it is called as a linear polynomial. If the degree is 2, then it is called as quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 3, then it is called as cubic polynomial. So you need to understand about the degrees. And in this chapter, majorly we will be studying about quadratic polynomial. There are a few questions on cubic polynomial also. Okay. So now, without wasting any time, we will directly go to the relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. So you need to understand that a quadratic equation is represented by this equation. So this equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So any quadratic equation or any quadratic polynomial can be represented in this form where a, b and c are constants. Sir, what do you mean by constants? Constants are nothing but numbers. Okay. So if this is the equation, let us consider alpha and beta. These are the two terms to be the roots of the equation. Now I will teach you how to find out the roots of the equation. The roots of the equation can be found out by doing splitting the middle term, which we have already studied in 8th standard. So all of us know how to do splitting the middle term. So if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, then the sum of zeros, that is, whenever you will add both the roots, the sum of the roots will be minus b by a. You need to understand this formula. And where b is nothing but, what is this b? This b is the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x means with x whatever number is coming, divided by a. Now what is a? A is nothing but coefficient of x square. So you need to understand that the formula is sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, is nothing but minus b by a. And what is b? B is the coefficient of x. And what do you understand by coefficient of x? The number which is there with x. Okay, and divided by a, and a is the coefficient of x square, that is the number which is with x square. In the similar manner, you have the product of the roots. The product of the roots, that is alpha into beta. Product means multiplication. That is why I have not written any symbol here. So alpha into beta is nothing but c by a, where c stands for constant term. Constant term means number, divided by a. A means coefficient of x square. Now there is one thing I want you to understand is everything is on the chapter is based on this only. So you can see in the denominator, both the denominators you are having a. Okay, so now there are two types of problems in your first exercise. So when I come to type 1 of problem, so what I have decided is I will be doing first type of problem completely for you and second type of problem completely for you, and then I will post some questions so that you can work out at home. Then I will have a live class. Okay, so can we move on to the first type of problems? Find the zeros of the polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationship between zeros and its coefficients. Very, very simple. So what are you supposed to do is, now let us take the equation. The equation is x square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. So first thing is you have to find out the roots of this equation. So the roots of this equation is found out by splitting the middle term. So you have to multiply this constant with what number is there here? 1. So 10 ones is 10. So 10 comes in which table? 2 5 is 10. Plus 2 plus 5 is plus 7. So like that you are supposed to split the middle term. So you will write x square plus 7x plus, you write x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 10 is equal to 0. Why 5 and 2 is because 5 plus 2 is 7 and 5 2s is 10. Now after this what you will do is you will take out common. So what is common here? X is common, you are left out with x plus 5. Here 2 is common, you are left out with x plus 5 again. This x plus 5 and x plus 5 we will write together, and we will write it as x plus 2 into x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now I will take this plus 2 on the opposite side, it will become minus 2, and this plus 5 on the opposite side, so it will become minus 5. So this x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to minus 5 are nothing but your alpha and beta. You need to understand that. Okay, so these are called as the roots, and these roots are taken the denotation as alpha and beta in your textbook. Now what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to apply these formulas again to them. So you need to understand that the sum of zeros is given by the formula minus b by a. Okay, so minus b by a. Now this is my equation. Exactly below this I will write down the general equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Can you compare and tell me what is coming in place of a? So in place of a we are getting 1. Can you compare and tell me what is coming in place of b? In place of b we are getting 7. Can you compare and tell me what are you getting in place of c? In place of c we are getting 10. Now I will use this a, b and c, and I will substitute here and see what I am getting. Minus b. So what should I write? I should write minus 7 divided by a. What is the value of a? 1. So minus 7 divided by 1. In the similar manner, I have to do product of zeros. How we do product of zeros? Product of zeros is given by the formula c by a. What is the value of c? The value of c is 10 divided by a. What is the value of a? The value of a is 1. Correct? So you have found out the sum of zeros and product of zeros. Now you see the verification. Correct? So alpha plus beta, that is sum of zeros. What is my alpha and beta value? Minus 2 plus minus 5. How much is this? Minus 2 minus 5, which is nothing but minus 7. Are you understanding? So this minus 7 and this minus 7 are same. So that is what you are supposed to verify. In the similar manner, the product of roots, that is alpha into beta, is nothing but minus 2 into minus 5. Why did you do minus 2 into minus 5? Because these are the values of alpha and beta. So minus into minus will become plus, 5 2s will become 10. Is this answer equal to this answer? That's all. This is what you are supposed to do in type 1 problems. In small, I will just explain it again. I just took the equation, I did splitting the middle term, I got two values of x. That values of x became my alpha and beta. Then I was supposed to do sum of zeros and product of zeros. Sum of zeros is given by the formula minus b by a. Product of zeros is given by the formula c by a. So now what you should do, you should find out what are the values of a, b and c. I wrote the equation below this. I wrote what are the values of a, b and c. I substituted over here. Then for verification purpose, I have done alpha plus beta and I have done alpha into beta, and this values should be equal to this values. This is very, very, very important. So is the type 1 of problem understood by all the students? I am posting six questions of this type so that you can try all the 6, okay, and then you can get back to me. Fine. Let us move on to the second type of problem. The second type of problem is find the quadratic polynomial where the sum and the product of zeros are given as minus 3 and 2. Now first thing I want you to understand that the sum of 0 is nothing but alpha plus beta. And what is the formula for alpha plus beta? Minus b by a. So what is my sum of 0 given in the problem? It is given as minus 3. So nothing is given, so I am writing in the denominator as 1. In the similar manner, next they have given product of zeros. So what is the product of zeros? Alpha into beta. What is alpha into beta? C by a. Do we know the formula? Fine. What is this given in the question? It is given as 2. So I am writing 2 by 1. Can you compare this both and tell me what are the values of a, b and c? Very, very simple. In place of minus b, what have we got? Minus 3. Minus minus cancel. The value of b is equal to 3. In place of a, what is there? A. In place of a, what is there? 1. So you can see here also in place of a we have got 1. So a is 1. And in place of c, what have we got? We have got 2. Once you identify what are the values of a, b and c, there is a fixed formula that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So you have A, B and C with you already. So can you substitute? So in place of A we have got 1. So I will write down 1x square. In place of B we will write down 3x. In place of C we will write down 2 is equal to 0. So you are supposed to come to this equation. Again in small form I will tell you how did I do this. So they have given us the sum of the roots, sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. I have just used the sum of the 0 and product of the 0 formula, and I have found out what are the values of A, B and C. After finding out the values of A, B and C, I have substituted in the general formula and I have got the quadratic polynomial. On this also I will give you 6 problems which you are supposed to do. Okay, so there ends class 1. Later on I will connect you when I am taking the live class. Thank you students.